No, it's not. Right? So that's what I'm showing you. There's more than just 10 commandments. Okay? What we just read in Deuteronomy, that's another commandment. There's there's civil laws, moral laws, dietary laws,
but
ceremonial laws.
What did the law of God come to abolish and bring instead?
Get Acts 13.
Acts chapter 13 and verse 38. Be it known unto you, therefore, brethren. Be it known unto you, therefore, men and brethren, that through this man is preached unto you the forgiveness of sins, and by him all that believe are justified from all things, from which ye could not be justified by the law of Moses.
The difference between Moses and Christ. Moses, there were certain laws you could not be forgiven for, like lesbianism, homosexuality, witchcraft. Give me some more. What else you couldn't be forgiven for?
Adultery.
Bestiality. But under Christ, you can be forgiven for all those things that you were guilty of. That is the difference. That's why when the woman was caught in a very act of adultery, Christ said what? Woman, sin no more. What does sin mean? Missing the mark. No. Let's be more specific. 1 John 3.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 3 and verse 4. Whosoever committeth sin transgresseth also the law. For sin is the transgression of the law.
Sin is when you transgress the law. There are 613 laws. That's sin. This is what we've not been taught. Under Christianity, under the guise of Christianity, you listen, can you hear me? Under the guise of Christianity, we're taught that God's laws are done away with. Have you ever heard that?
We're taught what?
The laws are done away with in Jesus. Okay? Have you heard that? Because I've heard it. This is why women wear trousers today and men are cross-dressing wearing dresses today. This is why I see this. This is why America passed laws for same-sex marriage. You understand? Because they're trying to destroy this book, the Bible. The laws is what gave us greatness. Watch this. Let me show you what happened. Go to Deuteronomy 20. You tell me who this is. You heard of the Israelis?
Huh?
The Israelis in Israel. The Israeli Jews.
I just heard of them that they don't believe Christ rules.
Okay. So let me ask
So I
this.
even wanted to ask you guys where you stand.
Okay.
Like, are you?
Watch this. I'm going to show you something very heavy. This is the greatest secret. Next to the description of Christ, watch what Moses said about the Jews. Deuteronomy 28:15.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15.
Uh-oh.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Okay. So now, I'm going to show you an analysis. I'm going to see if you can balance well. We're going to talk about the white Jews and the blacks that were colonialized and went into slavery. I want to compare their lives, right? Watch this. Verse 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
One of the curses Moses said to the Jews, your sons and daughters would be given to another people, and there would be no might in your hand, meaning no economic might, no military might. Watch this, verse 48. I'm just hitting some key points.
Verse 48. Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger, and in thirst, and in nakedness, and in want of all things. And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck, until he have destroyed thee.
So now it says that the people of Moses, the Jews, the Israelites, would have yokes of iron. You know what a yoke of iron is? A shackle on your neck. And you would have to serve your enemies, right? So, I'm not that smart. The Jews in Israel, I don't remember history with them having yokes of iron on their necks. I don't remember reading about that. I read about our people having yokes of iron on their neck. Watch this, verse 68.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The word Egypt is a reference to bondage. Watch that, I'm going to prove that.
Exodus chapter 20 verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
Egypt means the house of bondage. So when we go back, now we understand what that word means. Go ahead.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt
And the
again
Lord shall bring you into the house of bondage again
with
with
ships,
ships. Wow, you heard that part, with ships. Go ahead.
by the way whereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall
And
be,
there, when you got off the ships,
ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
let's do the mathematics. Your sons and daughters will be given to other people. You'd have yokes of iron on your neck, go into slavery on ships and be sold. Did that happen to anyone in Israel over there? Who did that happen to? Yes. What are we proving? You are the people of the book. You've been taught lies since you was a little girl. You've never learned the truth. Now we're giving you the truth. And the decision will be what you're going to do with this knowledge. Okay? No one else will tell you how great you are. You will live your life as a Kenyan, a Gentile, and be on the bottom of society. You come to this truth, Christ promised you liberty. He promised you the kingdom of heaven on earth. Not up in the sky. He said on earth. The Bible prophesies World War III is coming. And when the destruction comes, it's going to destroy America, Europe, Russia, China, Japan. And where will you be? Holding hands with America, holding hands with Europe. You're going to go up and smoke with them unless you return to the book as the Israelites. Because that's who you are, the Israelites. You're the people of Moses, the people of Jesus Christ, the people of Solomon. That's who you are. You have the greatest history on earth, and you've never known it. You understand?
I think I'll need to research more on this.
Okay.
Yeah. This is
Don't, young lady, don't expect to hear this truth at any convention, any upcoming convention in God. Your enemies are not going to teach you the truth, because that's what God called. We're not saying the word enemies because hate. That's what God says, and we're ordained and commanded to speak God's words. So don't expect to hear this truth anywhere else. You got to open the Bible and read it. You got to be taught from men who are ordained to teach this. Israelite men and women.
Did we ask you to come here? Did we call you?
no.
What bring you?
I was just curious.
Yeah, your script bring you. You understand? We asked you to kill the cat. We're not waking up spiritual men. So we bring spiritual words. It's up to you, like bishops. So if you feel like we call you, maybe maybe that's a setup. But you come to us, we come to you. We didn't call you. God set you here for a reason.
Ask your pastors who are the Israelites today. You should ask them.
See, I was gonna ask you something. When you came over here, did you expect to hear that you was one of the greatest people on the planet?
I know I'm great.
But did
I
you
just-
expect to hear that?
I didn't expect all the doctrine about the Israelites. That's what I didn't expect. But I've never felt lowly about myself and who I am in life. Always when I'm great.
Deuteronomy 33:29 for some help.
You got to realize the Bible is for the Israelites, to the Israelites, by the Israelites.
So what happens to everyone
Genesis
else?
All the way to the book of Revelation.
So what happens to everyone
I'm
else?
going to read it right now.
Okay.
Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 29. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places.
So when you go back to church, you ask your pastor, who am I? Who are the Israelites today? They tell you it's the so-called Jewish people in the land of Israel. Guess what? Your pastor's a liar. So that makes him your enemy. Because a friend wouldn't lie to you. So you can ask Miss Hunt right here. Ask her, who are you? What's your nationality? Is she going to give you the right answer as a friend? Or is she going to lie to you? Are you an Israelite or are you a Gentile? That's your job to do.
So what happened? So who is everyone else?
What do you mean? Outside of the nation of Israel?
Yeah.
God calls them Gentiles or heathens.
Mm-hmm.
Other nations. The word heathen just means other nation.
So does his love spread to whether Jew or
I'm
Gentile.
gonna give you the answer. Read Revelation 13, and you interpret. We're not gonna interpret for her, because she seems educated, more so than we.
This is the book of Revelations, chapter 13 and verse 10. He that leadeth into captivity,
Read from now. Read from now.
verse 9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints.
Interpret. An 8th grader can explain.
Repeat.
If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
Stop there. Let her explain that part. Captivity means slavery.
Yes.
He that leads you into slavery shall go.
Yes.
Explain.
So whoever led you into captivity will get into that captivity.
Who led us into slavery?
I don't know. You've not explained that.
Oh my
Or
goodness.
maybe
How
I'm
old
not
are you?
listening.
How old are you?
24.
She is 24 years old. You've never heard about slavery.
I have.
Have you heard of the transatlantic slave trade?
Yes.
Who led us into slavery?
They say it's the white
They say?
But
Maybe. So you're saying, wait,
you've not.
watch this, watch this. Show you something what you're doing. I know you're afraid to speak now, but we're not afraid to speak.
Okay.
The Chinese did not go throughout Kenya, Liberia, Ghana, and bring us to the Americas or the UK. It was Caucasians. It was, you had Spain, Portugal, you had the Dutch, Belgium, okay, France. These are the ones, Europe. They led us into slavery. Read it again for her, and I want you to interpret properly now.
He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity.
And by the way, Jesus Christ is speaking. The Savior, this is what he's saying. So, go ahead. You're on.
I get it. No, I won't say it, but I get it.
You won't say it, but you get it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword.
Over 100 million of us were slaughtered and killed during the transatlantic slave trade. Over 100 million. Way more than 6 million during the Holocaust. What we went through was the worst Holocaust on the planet Earth. But no Christian ever wants to talk about it. It said, he that kills us with the sword must. This is what Jesus will do when he returns. He's a God of justice. Because you've never received justice. Or I'll word it this way. We as a people have never received justice on the earth. Yet. But when he comes, well, there's going to be true justice. You understand?
This is interesting.
Yes.
It's easy.
I will.
It's just bitter when they get here. It's easy. It's when you get here, it's bitter. Yes, I know.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you for your time.
All right.
Okay, guys.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
God
Miss
bless.
Hunt, enjoy your night.
How did you catch my name?
You look familiar. You're all over the billboards.
Oh,
It's a huge Christian convention coming up. You look familiar. So
probably because I'm like
I'm
the only
very
white
observant.
person. There's a few others, but
very observant.
yeah. Oh, well, it's nice meeting you guys.
All right.
So when is the show? When's the event?
It starts Thursday, so we're doing stuff up until
Okay,
then.
is that across the road, the park across the road, Jubilee Park?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know like the detailed information.
Okay. All right. Cool.
What's the video for?
No, just footage. You know, we're on tour, so
Oh,
we're
that's cool.
shooting
I was just
videos.
wondering. Cool. Well, it's so good to meet you guys.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Take care.
Shalom, Israel. I'm Elder Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. YouTube likes to shut our channels down, as some of you have noticed, ever so often. Subscribing to join IUIC will assure you will always stay connected to our YouTube accounts. We want to do our best to make sure this truth gets out. Please click and join our subscriber YouTube channel called Join IUIC to stay linked to all of our videos. So again, please make sure you subscribe to this Join IUIC channel to get your latest updates from all our YouTube channels. Shalom.